Hi everyone, welcome to Psychedelic Conversations. This is your hub for engaging in deep conversations around serotonergic hallucinogens that alter perceptions, affect cognitive processes, induce mystical and spiritual experiences. Enjoy the show. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Psychedelic Conversations podcast. Today, I have for you a special guest, Rubén Vucubcame, and his work is to activate our inner wisdom, ancient wisdom, in our body through the sound. So, for healing, this is the healing arts that he is practicing. And I want to just welcome him to our podcast and learn more about his work and learn about his story, his journey, and more about what he does. So welcome, Rubén. So great to have you.
Um, so amazing, and I honor to can talk with you and can share this knowledge from of our traveling for many generation and right here right now. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks for being with us. So this podcast is usually to find out your story and also your offering and how did you come to this space of healing arts. And maybe we can start with your story, where you were born and how did this all began. Maybe we can start there.
hmm Uh, when uh, my parents in the moment then when we when I born, my mother say she start to have many too much sensitive with the energies, and she all the time she tell us about histories of how she feel it, things of she see. She tell us about my physical father is. She tell your father, physical father is your father, but your energetic father is something of come with me, and we create together this energy, and your brothers and you were born in this moment, and in that moment, in that time when I am a child, I listen to my mother, I feel her, and I feel that energy so far around of her, but I don't put too many attention in that. I born in Mexico City, and my parents them take to us out of the city because them don't want of we grow up in there, because in there is a place of many violence, many things there of them don't want we grow up there. Them buy a land around of Mexico City, but close to the mountains, and there my brothers and me we start to grow up in, and it's when in that moment I feel free with my dogs and my brothers. We have our backyard is the mountain, and we start to run and feeling that the nature. And one moment, when we start to grow up in there, is our point of if in the first time we go to know the land in the day, but we start to see other adventure if we travel in the night, and the full moon, and with the in how is the vision with the different moon, when it's the new moon, when it's all total dark, but you can see all the stars. It's, and when it's full moon and everything is it's a light everywhere. You can see It's dark, but you can see everything. And in the time in that time when we start that traveling to in the darkness, I feel fierce that energy so far around of me. But and my brother only looking to me and tell me, don't feel scared about of this. You are part of this. You are in this darkness. You come from the darkness. In that moment, I breathe deep. I breathe that. And that moment, I am into that. I am in the darkness. I am in the night. I am the night. Is when I start to travel into the mountain, and walking and running with the dogs and my brothers and going deep in the mountain. Uh, in that moment is when we start to look more other form of expression, and we don't know how to do, and then we start to paint our body, make music, make songs, and dancing in the night, dancing in the wind, dancing in the fire. In that moment, no, we don't have other people who can are our guys. Only we are with my brothers, our dogs, and the nature. And that
How many brothers you have?
I have two old brothers, one brother more young than me. In
Four
that
of
moment,
you.
no, uh-huh. In that moment, we are there, and it's how we start to experimenting into the night and feeling that call. And in that moment, we are part of this group of my dogs. My father take from the city around 12 dogs, and then we go there, a group of. I don't see my dogs like a dog. We see not like other friends, other part of this group, and we are in the mountain. And then when them stop, we stop, and then when them hear something, we hear that, and then we start to have the reaction, how follow how them are. uh, and that moment that happened in many interesting things, many learnings about that the intuition of the dogs, the sense of the dogs. In that moment, we are that, but them are fierce in the city. But when them go to that land, them lost the attitude of the city. Them start to activate other sense, like
Wow.
a will sense. And then now we are a group of wolves. Anybody of us, we are wolves. But in that moment, I feel that we are that. We are a, a group of of energies in protection, but aggregate in different form, and running in the mountain, and protecting, caring, have care to each to other,
Wow.
and opening all of we are in that. And into that travel, we're making music, open our feelings, is how I start to look for what is this. In the mountain, we start to found in different kind of sculptures, ancient sculptures, ancient symbols. In that area are some ancient temples in the mountains. Then we start to find all that, and then is when I start to ask from where we come, from where are who is me, who is my ancient ancestors. In this point of I start to learn about this, about the cosmovision of our ancestors. And in the same time, I am in the day. My school is from the Lopus Dei. It's school from Catholic school. Is and then I am all the morning and half of the and to pass of the half of the day having a Christian education,
Yeah.
but I feel total of I don't match with that. I don't match with the idea. I don't match with that perception of the of everything. That vision.
Yeah.
In that moment is when I start to learn more about the ancient cosmovision from the original people of I am, and understanding the that mythology, not like mythology, like a historic success and and learning, and then how the form we express is the music. Is we start to make songs with these histories, playing music. In that moment, with the style of music, or we connect, or we feel deep. We start to listen a lot of metal and feeling that feeling of going deep and go to the mountain and open my body, open my mouth, open my heart, and everything.
Full expression. Full
See,
expression. Yeah.
and then when I listen to this music, I listen the and the percussions, the guitars, and all that, and then I say, "Wow." And it's how I feel, no, that energy traveling into my body.
Yeah.
Then in that moment,
Connecting with the sound like that on a very
Mhm,
deep spiritual level. Mm.
and then in that point when I have around 18 years, yeah, we are that moment. Yeah, I'm focused more into the guitar bass, um, and I travel to United States, but in I start to live more around Florida and New Orleans, and then I am more. I don't found any people to how to who make music. And then I am more deep. I am a focus more into the work. In that moment, are happening in the Europe and Katrina, and all the city is destroyed. And in that moment, I start to I buy a camera and I start to take pictures because this other perspective of the city is total destroyed. The feeling of the people is uh, have are in the point of them are in the line of the death and the life, and then feel of if them are there is them are coming from a success of the hurricane destroy everything. And them are there and them are alive, and then them start to see we are here right now, not our past, not our future. We are here. Our city is destroyed. Yeah,
Wow.
but we are here. And then the people in New Orleans, the people then play a lot of jazz, blues. Uh, all the times of I lived there for 2 years. The people are playing a lot of music everywhere, and then I feel that connection with them, with the music, how that move everything. The people are working in the streets, and you can hear the music and working. The rhythms of the people and the dance of the people is a we are dancing but working and building the houses, um, all that destruction, how all that destruction work for construction.
Yeah. through
how
music. Yeah.
with music around, and the energy of the people, them feel of them can are happen the Katrina, but them can are dead. Them from that destruction start to make energy of construction.
Wow.
Is you can see the I see the when I traveling to the cemeteries, all the all the coffins outside from the lands and the bodies everywhere.
Wow.
But the people they say okay, but that happened, but we don't are there with the statics like that bodies. We need to move,
Yeah.
and then after that, when I feel that energy of move of move, and I start to travel to other area of the center of United States, in Oklahoma. In that moment is when I start more time with me, more uh, I am around 18, 20, no 20 years, and it was when I start to play more. I am focused more into the bass
Yeah.
and feel that vibration, how that are traveling with me, doing with me. But I feel other interest. I am interested in other forms. I feel that connection with the night. I feel that connection with the forest because I grew up in the forest. In that moment, I don't found any forest. I am in Oklahoma City, and there not are too much forest. Uh, but and into that, I start to put more attention in the music, in my feelings, in how made all that energy to because I am feel sad because I don't know what to do with my way. I take that emotions to start to create, to to write, to make music. And in that moment, I found other people them want to make music, and then we start to make music. But them are playing punk. In that moment, I don't are playing too much punk. But other friend say to them, oh, he play bass, and the guy of the band say, oh, you have your instruments? Say yes. And you have your amplifier? Oh, yes. You want to play with us? Of course. And then after that, we have a adventure of 3 years playing, and I have a really fun time and understanding more how that bass are the percussion and the bass for me that move my heart, my beat.
Yeah. So
Uh,
continually connecting. I feel like the experience of the Hurricane Katrina was kind of like your realization moment. You know, like we all have a real awakening moment. It feels like you were somehow touched by this in a way that it was your realization moment, something like that, that
mhm.
maybe drove you into more of this work,
in
that
in
kind of
all
chaos.
in all this process, I feel like a call for into that quest for the nature and for into the ancient knowledge. I start to learn more from the other ancient knowledge for other kind of civilizations. Uh, when I start to read more about the Hermetis and the Taoists, uh, and I see the reflection in the Toltecayot. The Toltecayot is the name of the ancient philosophy from the ancestor from the that area of America. the name of that area is Anahuac. The Anahuac is the extension from Groenlandia to Nicaragua. Then the Toltecayot is this philosophy of life, philosophy, the cosmovision, and a think of how we are, how we can develop our energy. And then reading and knowing about the knowledge of other ancient civilizations, I start to see the total similitudes and how all that are connected. And in a point, I start to feel a connection with other art, occultist arts, and learning about that. And at a moment of I need my colleagues come back to Mexico. In there, my brothers come to United States and tell me, Rubén, we think if you come back to Mexico, now we are working in a big perform. We are focusing to the traditional music, the traditional dance, and the traditional costumes into the Mayan culture. He told me, you want come and are part of this project. Yes, I want it. I want.
Yes, you've been preparing for this moment.
Yes, and when I come back to Mexico, in the moment of I cross the border, United States to Mexico, I feel like
there it is.
I am here. I am back, and I feel super glad and freedom. In that moment, we traveled to the southwest of Mexico, Chiapas. That is the Mayan zone, and it is beautiful, beautiful. In that moment when we start to work there, the first thing the producer told me, Rubén, you need you can because I study theater when in my school. And then my other brothers, them he are percussionist, musician, and my other brother is visual artist, and I study dramaturgy.
Yeah.
And then my brother sent to the producer. He is my brother, and he is the only one of us. He study theater, and he's good for this. And the producer only looking to me and told me, if you have the same talent of your brothers, you are welcome.
Oh, good.
And then I was like, well, beautiful.
It's all meant to be. It's all like falling into place. Suddenly, everything is falling into place.
When that adventure started, the producer told me if I can learn the script from one of the characters. He gave me all that script, and is long, but it's in other language. It's in the Tzotzil. Is one of the language of our speaking in that area. And in that moment, I know if I can learn that script, but it's another language of that. It's a language of I don't know. And then other friend told me, go to the market. Go to the market. In the market are all of them in that place are meeting around of 30 different nation, 30 different language from Mayan language. Then I go to the market to listen the accent, how them talk, how the words. I am start to read and pronounce. I start to learn. We go to buy things in this language and experimenting there. And come other other one of my teachers. The name is Ruperta Bautista. She's a writer of poetic writer. Um, the poems of her, it's a in that moment I don't know of her is a writer. Um, enough she teach me a lot about this language. And then my brother he told me, you know who is her? And I said, in that moment she's our mother in this perform. So I say I only know if she is Shell or she is Ruperta, but I don't know who is her, no? And my brother told me, oh, she's a writer. She's one of the more important writers into the her language in the country in the world. The poems of her is
That's
she's a master. She's a
yeah,
the good one of or can learn the language, this language.
yeah. And you manifested this teacher to learn this.
Oh yes.
Mm.
In my music, in this album of I am recording, the last song, the name is Chai. Mean listen. It's a part of a poem of her,
Yeah.
and it's a tribute to this teacher, to this mother, this friend,
Oh,
this magic warrior, this woman.
amazing. It's a lovely, lovely tribute for sure. That's amazing.
Yes, and I feel I connect with her, so I send my love to her.
Yeah,
Um,
amazing.
uh, and and this language for me is like my mother language is the Nahua, but the first language, not native language, original language from the Nahua. Yeah, I start to learn this Tzotzil, and and this language when I'm practicing talking, the form of talk, the resonance of these words,
Yeah,
they, you feel it. You're talking and singing. When you start to talk, you feel how that are working inside of your brain like a massage and
yeah. This is
in
so
in
amazing.
a in a geometric as in reactivating many things. And then
Amazing. Maybe, like maybe I don't know if you feel called to, like you can give us an example. Maybe at the end, maybe you can give us
mhm,
an example of what this is. Maybe the listeners are intrigued what this is sound like. Maybe.
yes, of course.
Mm. Yeah.
And when I start to do this, we start to in learning about the language in the group of this company of theater. Uh, we start to investigate about because the work of this company is make ancient histories, and made the replics of the ancient costumes for the people of cities perform, can see all the things of art watching in the pyramids, in the paintings, all these characters of art in the walls. In that moment, they see in person, them can see in front them, and that is our work. And then I start to work in the part of made the scenography and the costumes, and that is other work. That is another world because
Yeah.
we start to work with the historians and archaeologists and going deep because we need to do this more close of the ancient, make the representation of the representation of the rituals more close of we are watching into the pyramids, into the paints. We need to do that. In that moment, the all the things that we are doing in the stage, in the perform, that not is a perform. That is a ritual that
Yeah.
we are. working for do the things in the same things more close, or we can do studying the all that lives, studying the forms to do, studying the position of the body, studying the dancer, and that when in that point we don't are we don't are performing, we are doing, we are opening that portals, we are moving the cosmos with that, and we feel it. And the theater, noise theater, in that moment the theater transforming that temple, and in a portal of energy, and the person of our in the public, don't are public, them are part of this ritual, them are together moving this energy.
Yeah, I
And
love it. It's like a ceremony, some kind
mhm,
of like when you say
eh,
ritual, yeah, everybody is involved in it and they're weaving
mhm,
this ceremony. Yeah.
it's a we talk histories. We're talking of these histories are coming many music, many dancers, many moments of ritual, uh, ritual for simple things, ritual for eat, ritual for the presentation, for if you are with the other person, how I can introduce myself
Wow.
with you with respect, with my worth, because our worth is super important. We need to give the importance of the word of we are here telling our things. Our things are a frequency. When we are thinking in that moment, we're making impact
Into
here
the
around the us in everything.
in the
And we are
cosmos. Yeah.
mhm. And we start when we start to talk, we need to start to transfer and put harmony in what we are thinking, and we are what we are feeling, where we are telling.
Transmuting. Yeah.
Aha.
Transmuting that. Yeah. Out into the cosmos.
And our act is there that harmony.
Yeah.
And then when we are doing all these rituals, it's talking yeah with the archaeologists, the archaeologists start to say what they are talking no more like a teacher learning, is yeah talking like friends, and when them say now I stop to talking to you like a professional of archaeology. Now I want to tell you how's my perception like person, like human. And then I start to talking stories,
Yeah.
no out of the normal things. Then we start to talk about we see the energy, we feel the energy, we transport when we are into that temples. You can feel it, and then as go and with respect move the things and go deep into that temples, remove the bones, and no, it's only come and on respect, only do the things. Them say we need to do with respect. We need to come with the rituals and do it,
Wow.
and opening all that portals. And but that is how them say we don't talk about this with the Institute of Archaeology, because we need our in a way like professional in this form, but we don't start to talk about spirits of other energies.
Yeah.
Uh, and
Yeah.
but them say these are happening in all this, and our ancestors them work with a lot with that, then move
Wow.
that. And when them see all the performer we are doing, we are them say you are doing that in that stage. That stage is a portal of that energy.
Yeah.
In that point are dancing our ancestors in your voice, are singing. them.
It's like you are channeled through, like they have channeled through you,
It's a
communicating through you.
our body is a channel. Our body is a channel of energy, and but in this point we did to learn how protect, how care this channel.
Okay,
Uh,
I
and
have couple of questions to you, Rubén. How important to you to 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 teach or to understand the connection to the spirit? Like, what does it mean to you to be connected to the spirit, and how, and why is it so important for us to realize this?
the is you know going into the spirit, when you tell me the spirit is how we can connect with the conscience,
Mm-hmm.
and the conscience is to everything, and are one with the spirit, and the spirit with us too, and is how we can go into the origin of everything, and how all that layers of we have of from different this energy of are in this body. No, it's on not new. They are
Mm.
for long time
Forever,
ago,
forever
long time
infinite.
ago, before of the time,
Mm.
are traveling and are crossing for many matter.
Yeah,
In,
yeah,
in this matter are accumulating other things, other energies.
yeah.
In this point, connecting with this conscience is learning how remove all these things of we are carrying for all this travel.
Mm. So do you,
Uh,
so where do you stand in the concept of reincarnation?
this the point that we don't are we don't in this reincarnation we don't we are in bueno the reincarnation is are in body, in flesh, but
Mm-hmm.
we don't are only in bodies or in flesh, on blood and bones. This energy are traveling into stars, in trees, in other energies. Mm.
Okay. So yeah, I get it. It's like there is this energy so uncontainable, and it's exists in everything, in body, in a material,
Mhm.
everything. And when people say to you, like, do you have these conversations where people say, "Oh, I was this person in an ancient time. I reincarnated all the time." You know, some people say, "I've been coming back and back again
Mhm.
as a human." What are your thoughts on that? Coming back all the time as a human?
Because I have that experience how how I am watching myself in other bodies, but in total other person, but I know it's me. When I see my around and I see other person, but I feel my connection with that person, and I know uh, him is my father, but I feel that connection. I say I know he's my father, but sí, bueno, but no, it's like my father now, but I feel that. Or I see other person of I feel my of he or she is my wife and my sons. But I don't know. In that moment, is in that travel into the conscience, watching that travel of my energy,
Yeah, yeah.
and that is a personal experience. That is because that how I am telling you, and I am connecting with people, people of I don't know a specific one person, a person of I never are watching in in this life, and here he go to the floor. I don't know the word in English. He go to the floor, and then I catch to him. In the moment of I catch to him, in that moment of second, I have I see like um, uh, many images in my mind, a connection with him. I see myself running with him in a battle in that area. I
Wow.
see and I see my dad, my how I die,
Mhm.
how die my family, but it's a big battle. And then in that moment, I only when happened all that imagine, he only watched to me and start to cry and give me a hug, big
It's like
hug.
we know each
He,
other from before. Like we
and,
know each other from before.
and he tell me, I am so happy to see you again, my brother.
Wow.
I am only he never are looking to me, and I am never looking to him, and he have the same vision.
Yeah.
Only I start to cry and only give a to big hug to him.
Beautiful.
Uh,
Mm.
and this one it's when I feel more direct
Yeah.
how this energy are traveling for into different bodies.
Yeah.
But that is how I can tell for into my experience.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody has their own way of understanding, grasping, and explaining this thing of reincarnating into different bodies. So, Rubin, you know, right now, uh, there is this big kind of confusion about psychedelic medicines in the modern world, and like coming from Mexico and coming from like understanding the land of the like mushrooms, maybe the Mayans, and how they kind of how they explored some of the psychedelic medicines. It's very different the way we are looking at them in the modern world. And I almost like feel like in the modern world people have kind of gone a bit crazy lately about psychedelics. Like it's almost like it's only that, there is no it. How can I say in a better word? It's almost like there are people that this is like the only option to connect to the spirit. And it's kind of like we are looking at this as a magic solution to all of the modern world problems. However, I do have this understanding how psychedelic medicines are seen in the more kind of a native or like many other indigenous cultures. They are very much integrated, and they are respected, but it's not everything. Yes, there are rituals rituals with psychedelics, but they are not the only thing. Like you have your sound, you have your drum, you have your singing, you have your poetry, uh, art, sculpture and things like that. And psychedelic is just one of the many. But somehow now in the modern world, I'm not sure if you're in this space of the psychedelics. It's kind of gone a little bit crazy. What are your thoughts? Are you following? What are your thoughts on that?
Before going into this, I want to make uh, ex- how I start to now I my work is doing music, some healing, in how my way take me into this is in this project, learning about the ritual life, ancient ritual life. First is understanding the ritual dance and the position, and recreating all that ancient dancer. In in that moment, in the practice of this dancer, in the develop of this dancer, I start to see in this position, in the moves, how my breath start to work, and how my breath start to move into my body, into my mind, to my conscience. And then in a high point of I am dancing and in the position of my body, I feel like unblocking things, and I feel explosion into me, and I can describe that moment of I feel in my body like the first time of RDDMT inside in your body. I
Mm.
feel like that. The only I'm watching my body. I don't understand. I only say, "What is this?" Then I start to dance. I continue dancing because I need to continue the dance, and then I move. I'm breathing. I'm moving. I'm connecting that positions, and after that, we start other travel into Mexico, and in sometimes I other grandfathers of bring me medicine plants, give me the invitation. Everyone, you can come to to the to the ceremony and make music. I said, no, of course. And then playing music and follow the grandfather into the songs, into the music. I start to see how the music with the medicine have reactions, how the music in some points put out the energy, some points of the music, some parts of the sentence make the made
Amp-
all
amplify it. Yeah.
amplifier the
Mm.
power of the medicine
Mhm.
and go more deep into us, and the music are a guide of this, uh, and is when I start to learn more. And then some grandfathers, when we finish the ceremonies, then in form of gratitude, uh, them giving us to some medicine, them say, this is for you, thank you a lot. And then with all the love I accept, in watching all that reaction of the people, is I'm into the music. I really want to understanding more this. And then I have the medicine, I have my instruments. Then I start to take microdoses and macrodoses, but experimenting with the music, learning how that are happening, um, making the songs, amazing the section of the music for sentence, for words, for letters. And is when I see the letters, how we can use our voice for potential is this medicine, like mantras, making mantras in different tones. And then if we put the instrument, the whistle, the drum, and the shakers, and how all that are working, how all that move, that vibration, that resonance, and that helps us a lot.
Yeah.
And in this way, when I say, well, what happened if I don't consume any external of me and I use the music? I see I have the perception the plants is sacred and our body is sacred too, and we have our medicine. We have that power. We are uh, super sun. It is a star.
Mhm.
And then I start to practice the music with myself, with other musicians, and do it, making mantras of music. mantras of vocalizations and doing and making this game of I play and you give me music, I give you music, boom, 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 boom. And at this point of I start to feel that sensation of the DMT traveling into my body. It's and opening that points of vibration. In that moment, I don't know nothing about the chakras. Uh, and then I have the perception I see of here I have in this point if we put here the vibration if we put this vibration if we put this vibration here if we put the vibration here we start to working the harmony. In that moment I don't know nothing about these chakras, uh, and then learning about then in the travel I start to know some and I say, oh, before we are working in that same point.
Yeah.
That same point is when I feel of we need work for unblock that, but with vibration and expand the resonance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
So would you say the medicine can unblock and create the alignment so that we can
mhm,
then activate our own because like you said, I understand that you're saying we are very powerful once we know how to activate it inside of us.
mhm. And when we take with that respect, with that knowledge, the medicine plants, and we start to practice this music, the music, the resonance of our body.
Yeah.
We give that power of that we let of this plant let all the knowledge of have that the plant because it's a master plant. We make this channel of is our body. We let of the plant go deep. Of them can teach us a lot. We make this channel. We prepare this channel with all that vibration, with all that frequency, and we put clean this with frequency.
Yeah.
We let of the medicine go in all our particles, in all our energy, go in all our mind. Our mind not are in our into our skull. Our mind
Yeah.
is all the conscience,
Yeah.
and the limit of the mind is don't have limits, is unlimited.
Yeah. Yeah.
And connecting with that conscience is the medicine plant helps us a lot, but we need understanding how use our body, our medicine with this medicine,
I
and putting together that
yeah.
is is beautiful. I don't have words for that. I
Mhm.
only want to share that love.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I just want to say again how you said it because I think this is so profound. So, from what I understand, you are saying that it is not the medicine that creates. This is an expectation. Is an expectation when we expect from the medicine to do the magic. It is kind of like an ego thing that when we expect the medicine to come and do the work, but you are saying that when we understand how to put this medicine, which is ourselves, our body, our mind, like our medicine, put it together with the sacred medicine, that's when it works incredibly, like in a profound way. So when the person doesn't understand how to use their own instrument, it's not the same effect. This is what I'm understanding.
In this point is how we can feel our heart.
Yeah.
breathe, understanding our breath, watching our breath, how our breath are traveling to our body, in all our hair, in our eyes, watching all our inside of us, outside of us, breathing. The breath is the first thing that we need or, or have the observation have observation of around of us and breathing and that is we don't know any kind of technique of meditation or other things. Breathe and start to watch, have observation, breathe, put the respect of and the love into that medicine or you put in your mouth are inside of the temple with that love or you put inside of you and you in there um, having conscience about whether are around of us into the microcosm to the macrocosm.
Yeah. Wow, that's beautiful. And you know, Rubin, this is like one of the issues that we are seeing because you know in the modern world, you know, like many I meet many people that are desperately seeking to unlock something. Like they know they're blocked. There is something stuck. They feel stuck in their lives. They feel stuck in their pain. There is like illnesses. They seeking something, but then it all comes down to not really understanding this instrument, our bodies. I think it's kind of comes down to not really working with this, what we have here. Like what we have here is this thing we need to work with and understand so that the medicine can amplify the beauty and the knowing, and then that connection is amplified. So that's why a lot of people have quite negative experiences with psychedelic medicine because of not really understanding their own instrument. I think these are my understanding from what you're talking about.
In this how I am watching how the persons have this kind of experience is how the fear are in them when we take the medicine we need to see to them about this let off our fears, let is principle the fear of we have to the medicine. The person sometimes say, well, I take this, but that I do with me, I don't know what I do with this. If that what happened with me, well, I don't know what I do. Or maybe if I have some kind of reaction of I feel shy if I have some I don't want to make something of the people laughing of me or I things of blocking the mind. First, I will tell you breathe. You don't know any kind of technique of meditation, or the kind of how you use your frequency and vibration, or you don't know any kind of song to how connect. Don't worry, breathe with all that love. Send that fear to the earth, our Mother Earth, into this savidurity, into that love. Transmute all that emotions, all that thinkings. Transmute for our much better for us, for our much better for everything.
Yeah.
And put gratitude. Thank you. Thank you, Mother. Thank you, everything. Thank you, universe. Thank you, cosmos. Thank you, me, for this moment. I love me, you know? I love everything.
That's so
And,
beautiful.
and when you have that conscience and you take the medicine, no fear, no that own boundaries, that mental borders we put of what I am, if I am woman, if I am man, if I am Mexican, I am a Turkish, I am anything.
Yeah.
We are energy. We are hearts of it. We are a heart of everything.
Yeah. So Rubin, I want to talk about in the beginning when you were telling your story, you talked about when you left the Mexico City, your parents, and you came back to the mountains with your three brothers, three of them, and you have these 12 dogs, and you used to run into the wild, to the mountains, and connect the nature. And I love the way you said you became a unit, like in different forms, like dogs were your friends, that the how we created these perceptions. I'm a human, this is a dog, and so on and so forth. You became one with everything, and you needed to like learn different ways to adapt to your nature, to your surrounding, to the actions of your dogs. It was beautiful. And there was one point you said that in the dark, your brother said, "Don't be scared. You come from the dark." So I want to quickly talk to you about that a little bit, because in my work, I meet a lot of people who are afraid of darkness, afraid of negativity, afraid of, like, I meet many people who just want light.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate you say that we come from the dark, because deep down in my gut feeling, I know this is to be true. And
Bueno,
yeah.
in this point, is when I see the face of the light is darkness. The womb of the mother is into the darkness. The life come from the darkness. The water of give life to this earth coming to the from the darkness into the earth. The sea when are into the earth are into the darkness. In the darkness extend the roots. Into the darkness nourish. Into the darkness germinate the sea. In that darkness start to grow up in and come here and grow up in.
Yeah.
All this come from into the earth. All this, all our energy come into from the darkness. The darkness not is evil or no don't into the conscience, that are good or bad. The conscience is that energy. I'm flowing with love. I'm flowing with and then the word love are sure to this conscience. Is giving life, giving flowing in this web of electromagnetic vibration. Are this part of we need to remove that concept of the darkness is evil, or the darkness is something bad. And yeah, I'm putting here, where is our heart? Our heart are inside of us. We don't have a light into us.
Yeah.
Inside of us is a darkness, but warm, and we are there.
Yeah.
And that warm, the warm of our mother.
Yeah. It is definitely a perspective shift in realizing this, for sure. And do you think, like, with your offering, because you are now traveling, so you're traveling, you're teaching the sound and the resonance. And just before we started the recording, you said to me that you are teaching and learning about creating resonance with the sound. So do you think that people can heal through this teaching, that what you learned? can we also like align ourselves? Can you talk about that a little bit as well?
The form of I am the way is sharing this learning of I am having in this travel. No, is in a way more for share, and the people learn about this and how them take a shower and wash the teeth, of how you clean your shoes. The part of our clean of all of we are is put this harmony in our frequency every day in every moment. When we start to are conscious about that, you can sometimes I don't that I sometimes I have a I need wake up, but in the first moment of wake up, I thank you a lot. My gratitude in that moment. Hello, thank you. In that moment, we are we are using our frequency. We are putting boom, 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 putting that harmony in us. If bueno, in this in this things of I am doing this workshop, the name is frequency and vibration. Then I am teaching how we can use with our vocal exercise, how we can put in our body for made in these points of our body, how we can put this line of harmony in this instrument of is our body, this channel, and resonating, and in the is how is the form of I can share this. But if we don't have the time to do, we can are walking and making resonance. Sometimes I'm walking, I am or doing things. I'm singing or smiling, a smile. No? And when you smile, in that moment, are happening many things. Are happening many forms in our frequency. Them are expanding.
Yeah, sound is very powerful for sure. Yeah, and you also offer drum birthing workshops.
The part of the drum is a point of I start to see how we can use the rhythms of the drum in a form of mantra sounds, and first that connect with our heart. And when we are making in this part of I am teaching how make you drum, is in that moment we are doing this drum, putting our energy, transmuting our feelings. When we create and we are part of this drum, we are putting that intention in this sacred tool to opening this portal into our heart, to the conscience of our around of us. That is how in that moment how we are transferring this conscience to the drum, and it's how I use a lot the drum or make a opening to this conscience with a vocal exercise with the drum, and when we made in community with other person, with a group of person, that is super powerful, super beautiful too. And this experience of I am happening here now in United Kingdom. Now we are around 41 drums, and I am super happy. I am excited for this community, and it's beautiful. And when we have the experience of our meet together and playing, uh, is we are opening that portal. We are making that vortex of energy and vibration.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your workshops. So I'm going to be putting links in this talk where they can connect with you, and maybe people are called to meet with you and make a drum with you, who knows. So I just want to say thank you so much for your time, Rubén. This has been such a pleasure.
No, for me, it's super beautiful. And now I start other travel. We finish here a concert, and yeah, it's my time to
Yeah,
take my way.
yeah,
But
yeah,
thank
yeah.
you a lot. I am so happy to can share with all of you this travel, and I hope can share in other moments.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure we'll have you back. I did wanted a little bit of a example of what you do, like with the mantra, but I'm sure you
Hmm?
don't have you do have time?
I can do it. I can do it in the darkness
Yeah,
for you.
please. Yes, please.
Entonces,
Just a quick example. Mm-hmm.
breathe. Palmantal helum tasbili. Jacob Achelal, Sietik Mudetik, Shriu Polometi, Ishlavani. Isoles nutilale, loyetik. Nakapik Te Yon'ton Malamilo. Thank you so much. Muchísimas gracias. Con la balba hecho el que te Yon'ton te shivalba.
Thank you.
Always this path with my heart, feeling together in one heart. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, Rubén. That's it. Yes, done.
Yes, and we,
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you, and I'm gonna let you go now since you're in the dark.
And we are here in the dark.
Yes, it is. There's nothing to be scared of. Embracing the dark. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure talking to you, and
Tell me again.
it's such a pleasure talking with you. Thank you for your wisdom, and I will see you very soon.
Super soon.
All the best. Bye for now. Bye now.
Right here, right now. That is the best moment.
Yeah, it is. Thank you for all the wisdom. Speak to you very soon, Rubén. And yeah, see you soon.
See you behind.
Bye-bye. Bye. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you love this conversation, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Thank you so much for joining us. Psychedelic Conversations podcast is designed to educate, inform, and expand awareness. For more information, please head over to psychedelicconversations.com. You can also share with your friends or leave a review so that we can reach more people. You can also join us in our private Facebook group to keep the conversation going. This show is for information purposes only, and it is not intended to provide mental health or medical advice. Thanks for listening.